Today we've got this extremely unique 2016 on a 66 registration BMW i8 Coupe to show you around. It's possibly the most unique car we've had in a very long time in terms of there's not another one for sale in this colour. It's a BMW Portfolio colour. It's Twighlight Purple, and at the time of delivery we're told it was one of only 2 cars in the UK in this colour. Whether there's others built afterwards we're not sure, but there's not another one for sale in this colour in the country at the time of doing this video. And again, there's some tailor-made interior options as well, which we'll show you as we go around the car. So stunning example, 43,000 miles, a full BMW main dealer service history from new, and the i8 has got that 1.7 litre 3-cylinder engine combined with a plug-in hybrid motor to give it a lot more power. So it's actually an extremely quick car if you want it to be, but they're so nice to drive. Anybody who's driven one of these will tell you how comfortable they are, relaxing to drive, a lovely cockpit to sit in as well. They've got those famous sort of back wing doors, which we'll show you as well as we go around it. So a beautiful example. We'll talk you through some of the options and try and show you around it as best we can. So starting at the front, we've got the adaptive LED headlights, and these have automatic high beam on them as well, and they've got sort of a unique daytime running light around the bottom. Being an I car, it's not got the traditional angel eyes, it's got its own sort of daytime running lights. Really sort of nice kidney grille design here. So they've kept the kidney grills, but they're not actual grills, they're completely covered because of the hybrid motor. The engine's in the back, so it doesn't need the cooling at the front. And then you've got this sort of big scoop on the bonnet here, which does release some air from the fans in the front that are running the hybrid system. Lots of gloss black accents around as well to complement the Twighlight Purple. Front parking sensors, as you'd imagine. And then coming round the side, we've got these 20-inch multi-spoke two-tone wheels, so diamond cut on the faces, gloss black on the inserts, the black brake calipers again with the blue sort of logo, the blue surrounds on the centre badges, all to do with that i sort of electric. It's become a bit of a theme now. There's a lot more i models around. That's what they've stuck with for all of those. So you may have noticed at the start it's also around the main badge on the bonnet of the car as well. Got electric charging point here, gloss black door mirrors, and the carbon fibre roof. So the whole tub of this car is sort of carbon fibre reinforced, and the roof, they've left it exposed, so it looks a bit funny if you've never seen one before, but that's the way they are. And if I open the door, you'll see that all around the bottom of the doors here, and again around the tub here as well, so around the whole sort of cockpit. It's extremely strong material, an extremely safe place to sit, and the doors are just really cool the way they open. And if you have a look inside, you'll get your first look at the interior of the car, which is just beautifully put together. BMW have never done another car like this in terms of the way the dashboard's laid out. Very driver focused, everything sort of angles towards the driver. Unique seats in these as well. It's almost sort of a very dark blue leather, almost a grey. It's a really nice interior combination, black carpets as you would expect. And I'll pull the door down now. Doors are extremely lightweight as well, as you would imagine, being the carbon fibre. And then coming around the back, you've got this beautiful design where it's completely open under here. You can actually fit your whole arm through there. And it's just for aero, to make the car as aerodynamic as possible. And then coming around the back, again, lots more gloss black sort of parts on the back area of the car. There is a boot, so I'll just grab the key to show you in the back of the car as well. If I just pop that on the key. So it's a glass hatch that comes up. And then you've got a little section under here, parcel shelf. It's quite deep actually, so it may not look massive, but it is quite deep. And you can, if you wanted to, if you're not worried about them being on display, you can actually fit items on top of where the engine is mounted, which is under here. So there is a small bit of space there as well. And again, that just shuts down very easily, pops down and shuts there. As I touched on, the blue surrounds to the badges. There's a reverse camera under there in the center as well. And because it's a hybrid car and it was the very early one of BMW's iCars, there's no sort of visible exhaust pipes. It's just this huge sort of almost diffuser-like design, but it's all open, lots of space, very aerodynamically designed. And if we jump in, and then again, you've got, for the petrol engine, you've got your fuel port in the driver's side here as well. And I'll jump in, we'll talk you through some of the interior options. So it's going to be a bit awkward, but if you can have a look at the door card, you'll see the first of the sort of Taylor carbon fibre interior zone, which you may have seen when you were looking through before. The button release for the door there, so an electric release, you just push that when you're opening the door from the inside. Your fuel release there as well. Harman Kardon sound system stereo, you'll see the speaker on the door there. All electric windows, power folding door mirrors, and a boot release on the door there as well. And your first strip of the blue ambient lighting, which continues all the way up and around the driver's cockpit, all around this side, and then on the passenger door there as well. And it's a really nice place to sit at night time. It is only in the blue, but it's permanently that sort of shade of blue. So even though it's quite light in here at the moment, you might be able to see, if hopefully it picks up on the camera, the ambient lighting is quite strong, so you can see that all the time. And I'll fire the car up and we'll show you some more features on the inside. So obviously fires up in the fully electric mode. It is going to warm the engine up because the car's not run yet, so it will run on the engine until it's warm enough, then that will cut out and it will sit on the batteries as much as possible. Multi-function steering wheel. So traditional BMW buttons, they've slightly changed the way they've done the design on the steering wheel, so this sort of aluminium strip that goes around the inside and then the aluminium trim around the outside here. Your traditional BMW shifting paddles, cruise control on the left-hand side, and then your multi-function volume controls, telephone controls, and voice control on the right-hand side there. If I turn the steering wheel to the left slightly, you'll see your button for your automatic high beam is on the bottom of the indicator stalk there. Automatic headlights all on this side, and the brightness of the dial's controllable there. And again, this unique cockpit display, the only time I'm aware of that BMW have actually done it like this. And then if you have a look just above, if you can see through the windscreen, you'll see the heads-up display just focusing on the door there. Again, lots of information in there. If you've got the sat-nav set, that will give you directions, roundabout displays, etc. And then your traditional, famous for being so easy to use and one of the best infotainment systems on the market, the BMW iDrive system in here. Again, they've changed the colours of it to go with that theme. It's all blue, but it's your traditional system, so very easy to use. If you've used it before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Go onto the map, zoom it out as well. It does go satellite view when you get further out. And then if I pop the car into reverse, you'll see that reverse camera look we touched on at the back, and then your front and rear parking sensor displays there as well. Pop it back into park. And you may have already noticed, like I say, when we've been looking around before, but the carbon fibre interior trims, which are a tailored option to have all of that around here. So it's a lot more common these days in your M2 competitions to have this sort of bare carbon fibre, if you like, not lacquered carbon fibre. But back in this day, it was very rare. This was the first car that offered it in BMW's range. Heated seats, dual zone climate control, lots of storage under here, USB ports, extra storage behind here. It is a four-seater as well, so there is space in the back of the car. And I'll just turn it off and jump outside. One last thing that I'll touch on just before we do jump outside. Underneath, again, quite a rare option, underneath the door mirror here, it's got garage door opening controls. So you can configure those to open your garage door without getting out of the car, or if you've got gates at home, that sort of thing, all openable through the buttons up there. Just jump outside, shut the door down. It's a very cool looking thing with the doors up, and I'll just shut that down. So as I touched on at the start, just over 43,000 miles, a full BMW main dealer service history, and this incredibly unique specification. Like I say, we've never seen another one like it, and we think it goes really well. The dark purple with all of the black, from the gloss black window surrounds to the black that's standard in terms of the carbon fibre roof. My name's Ben. I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.